I do absolutely nothing with myself. Anyway, it is 11 o'clock. Sam will be here in a moment. She is on the phone. I don't know with who. Hopefully it's not having to pay the water. Because I just had to pay it just now. Because I forgot. I was wondering why I had so much money in PayPal. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll wait here for a moment while Sam is away. I don't really have much to say at the moment. Aside from, it's Tuesday. And, yeah. I can't remember what my goal was, but I sure as fuck didn't hit it. I think I was supposed to, like, get into 227. But, you know, I didn't do it this time around. But I have lost a bit since Sunday. So, we're just waiting now on Sam. It's all good. I didn't want to go over... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go first. I didn't reach my goals. I had kind of a issue over the weekend.
Sorry, that was Mom. She had an important question. Hey, Chris.
Oh, and I forgot to open up the chat.
Slacker.
Hello, Chris. Anywho, I didn't reach my goals. I think I was going to try to get to 227.
No,
but...
you said your goal was to keep everything green.
Oh yeah,
for the
that
week.
didn't happen.
That was your goal for this week, was to keep everything green.
That didn't happen, but it hasn't happened this week either. However, I have cut down quite a bit compared to last week, and I have lost 1.4 pounds since Sunday. So in 2 days.
Hi, Neo.
I did increase my walking. I think I was averaging like 6,000 steps before. So I did 10,000 on Sunday and 8,000 yesterday.
Awesome.
So I think that contributed to burning some weight. Yeah, I spent 3 days in self-reflection when I was home alone by myself. It was nice, actually. I got to work on a lot of my shit that was keeping me back, and really took an objective view at how things were going, and came up with a strategy that will hopefully put me back into the mindset of being Captain Kick-Ass, which was my alter ego back when I was a teenager. I was unstoppable back then. So I was also a hell of a lot more angrier. So I don't know if I want to go completely back to where it was. Really? Without fail, somebody has to get in my lap.
Yep, always.
It was going to be Shadow, but when I was taking off my jacket before the show, I bopped her in the face because she jumped in onto the bed just as I was taking my jacket off, so backhanded her.
Oh.
So she goes under the bed. I go to sit at my desk, and I put my feet under my desk to scoot up, and I kicked her in the face again.
Oh, rude.
So now she's under the bed. She hasn't come out yet.
Poor baby.
Well, how is it my fault that she decided to stand right in places where, like, I didn't even see her jump on the bed, and I can't see under my desk, so Max is just relaxing on her back, and I was laughing at her. I made eye contact.
Oh, yeah, so she's like, oh, you must want to pet me. So Neo says I worked out 4 of the 7 days. That's awesome, Neo. Good job.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't record shit on my spreadsheet for 2 weeks, so I just turned it all in the red. And instead of restarting like I normally would, I'm gonna say fuck it. I've got 8 weeks to go before my birthday, so I'm gonna see what I can do inside 2 months. So, cool. And I did maintain going to the gym. I didn't go Friday, but I think that's because I had Vargas and Green Geeks at the same time bugging me first thing in the morning, so like, oh well. Needs to learn some cat etiquette.
And why it matters.
Well, they need to learn some human etiquette.
Not gonna happen.
My house. Anyway.
Shit, bullshit. Just ask him.
So, yeah, that's
Okay.
where I'm at. So,
So, my goal for the week was to not have any soda because I'd gotten really, really, really bad about it. Um, and I did really good. There was one day that I went to lunch and ordered a Dr. Pepper without thinking about it. And then I was like, oh shit. And it wasn't until I drank like half the Dr. Pepper that I went, oh man.
yep, nice.
But that's the only
Oopsies.
time. Yeah. And I think, in all honesty, when I was drinking 1 to 3 sodas a day, and not all of them diet, not, I think having one by accident was really good. There was one night that I was really, really freaking tired at work, and I was like, I'm just going to go to Mountain Dew. Screw it. And I'm like, no, you don't need a Mountain Dew. You can have some tea, have some coffee, have something else with caffeine in it. You don't need the Mountain Dew. So I ended up drinking my Emerge instead, and that was good. So
You don't need to brush your teeth with it. Eyeballs. Oh, yeah.
so I actually,
You're goofy.
there's Shadow. She's pissed.
Yep. Max is in my lap. Now
Uh-huh.
I can see her looking at me from
Yeah.
behind.
Yep.
She's gonna slit my throat from the back. She's gonna
Uh-huh.
bust out a Garrett and choke me out on camera.
Yep. She's all glaring at you. Fuck, that's my spot. Oh. So, I mean, so it wasn't like great, but it is the first week that in a while that I've actually, I don't know, achieved the goal I set for myself, which is actually really good.
Well, that is good. I haven't had pop in fucking forever.
Last
Like when I
Tuesday,
and what did I drink?
uh, Baja Zero.
Baja Zero. Yep.
The girls and I did get in a major debate on whether cherry limeade was a soda or not.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, because the base is made with Sprite to get the lime,
Oh, well,
but then they add the lime, like limeade and
put
cherries.
the lime in the coconut.
Yeah.
It says next week the cats are taking over the podcast. Mike will be tied to the bed.
Or laying on the floor bleeding. That'd probably be more likely with his cats.
They'll just do an ASMR thing with them purring to the microphone.
Right?
You don't have much left to brush. I mean, I've been brushing this cat for a week.
Yeah. Sabia needs brushed really bad. You need to brush him.
He always needs brushed really bad.
Ugh. Freaking orange cats. So, today we are talking about proper gym etiquette and why it matters.
Yeah, I even wrote a blog post about this.
Yeah.
Shit, I
What?
need to remember to put it on I was going to put it in the video description, the original article.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I'll have to remember to do that afterwards. I am embedding this live stream into it.
Cool.
But I think I'm going to wait and cut out the first 10 minutes of dead air.
It wasn't 10 minutes, it was like 3. Mom had a super important question she had to ask. She needs to get a new phone, so she wanted
That's
to...
so important.
Well, it was a time-sensitive thing.
Yeah.
She needed to know. So,
Max,
Okay.
damn, I can't put my hands anywhere.
let's start with why.
It's going to fall in my hand.
Why is gym
Oh.
etiquette important,
Handful.
Michael?
Because then you're not a douchebag at the gym. I heard you. I'm following. Just loving my cat.
Yes, because being a douchebag at the gym just pisses everybody off,
Almost as much as being a douchebag on camera.
right? Oh, so what are the things you've run into recently that we were talking about this?
Okay. Well, my biggest pet peeve was happened a few weeks ago. It's like the first one on the blog post too.
Yeah.
Is the guy that was doing the flies, but decided to bring dumbbells to the flies as well. So then he would do a set of flies, and then while sitting at the machine, do curls with them. I'm like, no, get the fuck off the machine. If you're going to do dumbbells, do dumbbells. If you're going to do flies, do flies. Don't do both, because you're just tying up that machine for the next 20 minutes. And when there's only one fly machine in the entire gym, it's kind of a douche move to take up as much time as you possibly can. I mean, if you want to do a superset, that's one thing, but Jesus, man.
Yeah.
There's better ways to do it. Do a fly on a bench. If you want to do
Exactly.
flies, grab the dumbbells, do a fly, sit up, do a curl. That's what I do at home when
Yeah.
when I'm using the Swiss ball.
Yep.
So there's no sense into tying up the damn machine when they know very well there's only one of those in there, and it's like the most popular machine in the gym. So let's be a dick and and do whatever we can to make sure that nobody can touch it.
Yeah.
Ah, that pisses me off.
I
Douche
fr-
move, people.
I freaking hate it when people, or the other thing that they do is they leave their stuff like to claim.
Yeah.
The same fly machine typically is the one that, but they'll be
You
like,
go for a walk.
yeah, they get up and walk for their cool down and then sit back down and and I'm like, if you're gonna get up and walk away from the machine, freaking walk away. Like,
Yeah.
I have before, like, literally stood up and walked like circles around the machine for not
Like
the
a vulture.
well, just no, for when I'm using the machine for my cool down rather than sit there for a second.
Circling.
I'll
Yeah.
stand up and just like right around my machine. I don't like walk away from it. Sit down, do my sets, stand up, and I'll walk the circles around the machine. You know, as that. But like they'll like walk a lap around the treadmills, and I'm like,
There was one that did that. They walked all the way to the other side of the gym and back.
yeah,
Like, no, this isn't. People, it's not a restaurant. This isn't reserving a table. Everybody's paying money to go to this damn place, and they expect to get something out of it.
yeah,
So it's kind of rude to like sit there and say, "I'm going to stake my claim," but not touch the fucking machine for a good 5 minutes.
exactly.
Chris says that dude at the pec deck was so rude. Yeah. Personally, I prefer doing curls while standing still on the escalator.
Don't
get me
get him
started.
started.
Oh, if I saw somebody bringing dumbbells to the escalator and doing that shit, I would probably hit him in the face with a baseball. I'd just back. Don't stand on the fucking. It's not a ride, people.
Oh,
God, there's some things that really trigger me.
yeah. Um, let's see some other things that I've run into. Wipe down your damn machine.
Oh yeah, that's number 2 on my list on the blog.
Oh my goodness. That is so damn rude. It
Yeah.
takes a couple seconds to just be like, whoop, real quick.
Well, it's not just like personal rude. It's actually hygienic. For
Yeah.
one thing, a lot of people will react negatively to other people's sweat. Some people can break out in rashes, and you can also spread infections at the gym. Like staph can be traveled from one body to another. Multiple types of fungus. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could be transferred from one person to another by not wiping down the machine.
Yeah.
That's why I wipe them down every time. Even if I don't sweat, I'll wipe the damn thing down.
Same
It's
here.
just habit.
It just if I have sat on a machine to use it, even if like there's been a couple times I've sat on a machine and like, oh, this is not the right machine, I wipe it off when I get up off of it. Like,
Yep.
even if I didn't sit there and use it, I'm like, oh, I'll just wipe that.
Yeah. It's just, common courtesy, people.
So gross. Like,
Like you don't go to a restaurant and expect to eat off somebody else's plate.
right?
That'd be nasty. So why do you think you can go to the gym and use another machine and expect somebody else to use the one you just used? I mean, I don't want your juices on me. especially in my neighborhood.
Right?
Anyway.
Another thing that pisses me off is if there are 12 treadmills open, don't come and use the one right next to me.
Oh yeah, I think that's on my list too. There was one. God, it was that same week at the guy at
I
the on
think
the fly machine.
I think it was because I think you
That
wrote that
one chick.
article because the one
Yeah,
chick that had came up.
she stood next to me and she smelled horrible. And there's like 30 fucking treadmills to the right of me, but she wanted to stand next to me. So I'm thinking maybe she was trying to get my attention, and she did, but for the negative reasons. It was, she smelled pretty bad. Like, even then, you don't need to like crawl on my back to use a treadmill, but especially
Yeah.
when there's 30 of them next to me. But another part of that is also in the blog post is when I go to the gym, I put on deodorant. I even put on cologne. I don't leave the house smelling like whatever.
I mean, in all honesty, like you have to accept if you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna stink
Oh
a
yeah,
little
there's
bit
gonna
because
be
you're gonna stink a little bit. But at the same
there's gonna be
time,
odors.
keep to your damn self.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
share.
well, there's gonna be odors. There's no doubt. But there's things like deodorant, soap. I mean, I put on cologne. I don't want to go to the gym and create. I don't want a green fog following me.
Right?
But that girl, and then when she started jogging and started sweating, and it was getting more and more pungent. I almost stopped. It was that bad, and I'm like, God damn! There's so many other machines to the right, and I would get off and go to one of the other ones, but I was already halfway through my walk, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just keep going. So I tried to focus on my music. It helped ish. Man, she smelled horrible.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, in all honesty, if there's other ones, unless we are working out together, do not get on a fucking treadmill next to me if there's other open ones. It's just so
No.
rude. Like, you don't know me. I don't want to like strike up a conversation while I walk pretty fast on the treadmill where I don't even have a conversation with Alyssa or whoever I'm walking with anyway because I'm like I
Can't breathe.
guys, I can't talk and walk at the same time. I can't breathe. I'm just like
I see. I put on my headset, and from the moment I get out of the car until the moment I get back in the car.
yeah.
So I don't hear a damn thing from anybody anyway.
And I mean, like, I will go to, like, I've gone to the gym with Ashley, and she used to do the elliptical while I would do the treadmill. And
You know?
at the place up in Sterling we used to go to, it was nice because they had one set that the elliptical was right next to the treadmill, so we'd work out together on those. And we'd have a little bit of conversation, or, but for the most part, we'd both have our headphones on and go. Alyssa and I will do treadmills next to each other and have a little bit of conversation, but we each so if she's standing on this side of me, I'll put this headphone in and she'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So if we want to have conversation, we can, but then we also have music, or sometimes I'll watch a show when I'm on the treadmill. But for the most, I mean, if I don't know you, the last thing I want to do is strike up a conversation with you while I'm on the treadmill. I mean, I've talked to people at the gym like that. I don't mind being talked to at the
But
gym.
in the middle of an exercise, though?
But yeah, that's exactly it. I'm not.
Well, she wasn't like trying to strike up a conversation. It was just the
Maybe,
pungentness of being right next to me.
maybe she has this whole routine and that was her treadmill. You just happen to be on the one next to it. Like, maybe that is the treadmill that she uses all the time.
Then that sounds more like a mental hang-up that she needs to get over. I don't give a like. I don't have a special treadmill. It's a dilly you stand on that moves. The only thing I don't like is that our gym has like 5
That are
slip
messed up
when
that
you
slip
walk,
when you walk. Oh,
and that is going to break someone's ankle.
oh my goodness. I have almost busted
So-
my face.
I avoid those.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know you're on one until you start getting up to about 3 miles an hour, and
Uh-huh.
it starts sliding. Then you're like, no.
I've had to do
So
that.
I've gone down the line a couple of times, but sitting in someone's lap while they're trying to walk on a treadmill, no.
Yep.
Get over yourself. It's not special. It's a fucking treadmill.
Neo says, rule of thumb I was taught a long time ago was if I can smell me, other people can smell me too. Exactly.
Yeah. There's been days where I'd be in the bathroom and I'd be brushing my hair. I'm like, ooh,
Right?
it's time to put on some deodorant.
Yeah. I mean, I've done the
But
same thing.
no matter what, when I go out in public into spaces like that, I'll put on deodorant and cologne, whether it's Walmart, Target, the gym,
Yeah.
just get coffee. Mostly because I like to feel good about myself, I guess. So I don't get, like put on a suit and tie and shit.
No.
But I do. I like to leave the house somewhat presentable.
Neo also
At
says,
least smelling better.
I used to have my favorite machines at the gym too, but I had to give that up because people were coming to the gym when I was. Yeah, I mean that's the thing
exactly.
is
That's
it's
what I'm
okay
saying.
to have your favorite machines at the gym, but if somebody happens to be, I don't know, right there, you'd be like, oh crap, I need to move down or
Yeah, I don't. For me, I don't see the allure of having a favorite machine. Like I do love the fly machine, but there's only one machine there, so it's obviously going to be my favorite. But like when I do the lower back extensions, there's a couple there. I use whatever one's open.
yeah.
It's a machine, so I'll never be able to wrap my mind around why people have specific favorite machines. To be honest, they all do the same thing.
I know.
Uh,
I
well, you know, as long as you're not like trying to dry hump my leg as I'm walking, I'm fine. Yeah, there's that made the entire row was open.
well, and there's like 2 rows of treadmills at the
Yeah, there's
Planet
two
Fitness.
rows.
There's
Yeah,
like
there's two very long rows of treadmills. In fact, it looks like they overabundantly spent on treadmills
yeah,
because there's hardly any machines. Well, there's one of each machine, at least.
yeah.
There's two of a couple of them, but for the most part, it's fucking treadmills. Like I'd say a good 1/3 of the square footage is treadmill.
Yeah.
Then you have the one machines,
Ellipticals.
ellipticals. There's like 3 bike machines.
There's actually more than that.
Is there?
Yeah.
I've only counted 3.
No, there's like 9 or 10.
I don't want to be in the one where you sit back and like sitting all the
Yeah.
way
Like
where
the
you're almost laying in yeah. That's not how I plan on riding across the state of Colorado. I don't want to. No. I'm on a bike, damn it.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, their overabundance of treadmills, I've been in there where almost every treadmill was full.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
It was like that last week. I went there at like 9 something.
yeah.
And that fucking place was packed. I was still able to get on my machines, but the treadmills. By the time I got to the treadmills, they were starting to thin out. But
But yeah,
the moment I walked in there, it was solid.
yep.
You know, it says for me, they were set close enough for me to get a groove going. I figured it was better to know what machines I wanted to use for my workouts on what was available.
Yeah.
It was better that I changed my routine than not working or work out at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's let's see. Lately, our fly machine was broke last week, so instead of just calling it a day, I jumped on the chest press, which yeah, I like. The chest press is okay. I'd rather do the fly machine, but so I've been on the chest presses for the past all week last week, and then on Monday because everybody and their dog was on the fly now that that's fixed. Like, whatever. And my fallback is if all the machines are full, then I get on the treadmill and walk at 4 miles an hour, or just under 4 miles an hour, 3.8. I think that's what I do. And I tell you what, trying to maintain 3.8 miles an hour, 15 minutes, it's one hell of a workout on your calves.
Yeah. I typically, when I do the treadmill, I go right at like 3.2. Which I know isn't super fast, but it took me years to be able to build up to walk that fast.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember when we were proud that you did a mile in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's when you broke your record. Yeah.
Yep. I just walk. You know, it's so funny because since I'm so tall, people just assume that I walk fast, and I don't. I'm
No.
not a fast walker, and I always apologize to everybody that I walk with because I'm like, I'm so sorry. I walk so slow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because both Mike and Alyssa, who I do most of my walking with, both walk really fast comparatively. So I feel like you guys are always having to wait for me.
She's chomping on my finger. Quit.
Why?
Because she
You
likes
weirdo.
to.
What
Anywho,
what are some other things at the gym that irritate the crap out of you?
social media. This one set me off. It was that same week. Maybe it was that week in
I think
general
so.
where every douchebag had to go to the gym.
Right?
There was a guy who got on the curl machines. Now, I didn't plan on doing the curls at all, so it didn't really bug me so much.
But
But,
it bugged you enough that you noticed him,
oh
so
yeah.
what was he
Well,
doing?
I did all 3 sets on the tricep pushdown. And when I do a set, I do 20 reps. And that day, I think I did 95 pounds each. So I was able to do 3 sets of 20 reps while taking a minute break in between each. In the time that he did one and then spent all of his time on fucking TikTok. Like I looked at he was like, had one of those bigger phones and he was sitting there with it out and it was TikTok and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? One set, he was on TikTok the rest of the time. And then after I got done with the pushdowns, I did my, I think that day I did the lower back extension. And I got halfway through that set before he even just got up. He didn't even do any more sets after that. He just played around TikTok and then eventually stood up and left.
Hey,
Like, why
what
did
the
you just
hell?
fucking leave in the first place?
Why'd you go to the gym?
Yeah.
So you can say you were there? Like, you know, you can't get in shape or lose weight or anything you're trying to do at the gym by just showing up.
But it wasn't just him either. There's a couple other guys that'll sit there, they'll do one set, and they'll spend about 5 minutes playing around on whatever social app they got.
Yeah.
Then they'll do their set, and then they'll spend another 5 to 10 minutes playing around. And like, you don't need a 5 minute
Cool down?
set in
Like,
between, especially when someone's waiting on that goddamn machine.
yeah.
Ugh. Stay off her fucking phone.
I always hate it when
See, I use my phone, but what I got is that I'll put it on my arm, and then I'll say, okay, I'm doing this exercise, this weight, this reps. That's it. Do my workout. And then I have my music playing through it. So if I have a song I want to change, all I have to do is hit the button to change songs. I don't open any app. The only app that is running, or any other app aside from exercise.com, just to track my workouts. I don't answer phone calls. When I get texts, I'm like, no, I'll wait. There was one time that I did send you a snap from me at the gym. It was kind of
Yeah.
weird. I had to angle my arm kind of funny and hit the button. I'm like, fucking leave me alone.
right? Like, okay, like
But
Chris says,
yeah.
I don't care what people are doing on their phones, TikTok, conversations, selfies, etc. As long as they aren't sitting on a machine while doing it. That's exactly it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like there's tables right behind the fucking machines at the gym
Uh-huh.
with chairs and shit. Why don't you go sit there and play on TikTok so we can free up the machine so somebody wants to do the curls? It's aggravating. It's like,
So one of the stupid things that pisses me off when I go to the gym is in the locker room. You got these girls that come in and they're like fluffing up their boobs and making sure their makeup's all great before they go out and just kind of half-ass walk on the treadmill. And I'm like, bitch, get out of my way. Like,
like I'm working out
yeah, like.
and I'm waiting for Chad.
Well, that's okay. So when Alyssa and I used to go to this gym before you moved over here, we used to meet up and go after
Oh
work.
yeah, you're telling me that.
There were these two couples that would come in. And it was these bigger, buffer guys and their little Barbie girls. Like these tiny little... And they'd go and they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work out. And they'd like sit on a machine and play on their phone. Well, the guys are actually like working out. And then they'd go back and they'd tan. And I'm like, cool, that's a feature that's offered. That's great. But they'd come and sit on the machines that Alyssa and I are trying to actually use. So, and they'd only go where they could watch their boyfriends as their boyfriends are doing the machine. So they'd go and they'd like half-ass, like, oh, doing this machine. Oh, isn't he so cute? Tee hee hee. And I'm like, bitch, move. I'm like,
If you're gonna work out, damn it.
yeah.
It's not a
like,
spawning pool.
exactly. I'm like, and that shit used to irritate the crap out of me. I'm like, and when they'd go, the nights that they'd go tan, Alyssa, I'd be like, thank goodness. Okay, yes, please, just go tan. Like, that's fine. That's one of the features that the gym does offer. Like,
Yeah.
that's great. Doesn't bother me at all. It's the nights that they'd come and work out and
Yeah.
only use the machines where they could watch their boyfriends work out. And, like, they'd put, like 5 pounds and do, like, 2 sets. Half-ass. And then they're just tying up the machines. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, see, when I work out, I hurt myself. Like right now, my chest, my triceps, biceps, and my back. That's because I increased the weight of everything by 5 pounds yesterday.
Yeah.
So when I go to work out, my intention is to walk away sore.
Well, that's okay. When I actually take my ass to the gym,
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. I don't get there that often, but when I actually manage to get myself there, I want to do my workout and do what I'm there for. I don't want to play around on social media. And I will send snaps from the gym. I have. Like, on the treadmill when I'll be like, oh, on the treadmill. And then I'm like, yep, now I need to pay attention.
That's going on the gram.
But like Chris says, like, just
If you
get up
listen real
and let
closely,
me work.
you can actually hear my eyes rolling into the back of my head.
Fuck off. Anyway, I was reading Chris's comment.
Just like get up and let me work in. I can't read that.
Yeah. Like, just get up and let me work while you're working, while you're doing that stuff. Like,
There we go.
fucking move.
We've got to set me an appointment to get glasses.
I already did that one.
Yeah, I've got the wrong fucking ones. I can read if the shit was in the neighbor's yard.
Right?
It's the opposite of what I need. I tried wearing them normally,
Yeah.
but it's an extremely slight improvement and they hurt my eyes. It's weird. I start getting sore,
Yeah.
like a strain.
Like eye strain really bad.
Yeah.
And more than just new glasses.
Yeah, it's like there's no way I can wear them. Oh, I'm missing the plastic thing to my glasses. No wonder why they've been hurting. Maybe I should just pop the lenses out of these and put them in the new frames.
Well, they are the same. Those lenses. No, they're not.
You know what? These lenses might be the exact same from those ones.
They are.
Because those ones are the ones that broke, and I had to use my old frames.
Oh yeah, so they fit better.
So they should fit perfect.
Uh
Shit, look what I want to do later.
huh. Neo says the only time I would take a picture of myself at the gym was when I was finished and at my car drenched in sweat.
See, that's what I keep walking into the bathroom, and you have that big mirror in the bathroom. The other day I walked in on somebody who was like doing their whole flexes and shit and all doing that, and as soon as I walked in, they're like stop and get all embarrassed and walked off.
Yeah.
So there's been times where I'd walk in because you get that muscle pump after a good workout, so you feel way buffer than you actually are. So there's been a few times where I was debating on taking a picture and throwing up a thirst trap, but I'm like, nah, because I'm too much of a prude. Well, then I'd come home, and then for a while there, I was kind of dating Michelle, and she thought I was hot as fuck. So I would send her pictures
After the
of
gym.
after the gym, and she'd get wet. So it's extremely rare for me to send buff pictures to anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way I'm taking well, for one, the way I have because I have my, they have them for your bicep. It's for jogging, and it straps on your arm. but I use mine on my forearm so that I can manage my workouts, and I can just and be done. That way it's not in my pocket. I don't have to worry about falling out. I don't have to worry about leaving it behind somewhere. It is always attached to my forearm. So there's no way I could take a picture if I wanted to, unless I try to like fold my chicken wing
Right.
and try to snap a shot that way. But yeah, it's not very common that you see me take a picture from the gym.
Yeah. Like I said, I have sent snaps of like proof that look, I'm here and on the treadmill.
I'm a sweaty mess. Ha ha. What are you doing today? Yeah. So, here's something that kind of goes along the lines with your women story.
Yeah.
Is don't hit on somebody when they're working out.
Right?
I don't have to worry about that. Nobody hits on me, except for that one old guy in Westminster that was eyeballing me the whole time.
Oh yeah, he was
Like
creepy.
I don't
Like,
think I don't think he wanted to hit on me. I think he wanted to eat me.
and not in the good Las Vegas way. In the, like,
No. In the Arkansas boil you up in a pot kind of way. But yeah, the look on his face while he was working out, and he would like stare at me without even looking at the gym. He'd just be doing that, and like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He had to be like 70. But yeah, it was creepy as shit.
right?
But hey, so I don't think he was flirting. If so, then I can see why he's single. But like I was telling KDC, is that the gym is not a spawning pool. I mean, it's okay to like talk to somebody outside before you go in, but like when I'm in there for a purpose. I'm not in there to find a date.
Yeah, most people are at the gym for a purpose.
I have 30 pounds to lose and I want to look awesome for my birthday. That is my focus, not your phone number. There's been a few that I looked at and I'm like, they're kind of cute, but they'd be gone before I was done working out. And there's no way I'm going to walk up to them while I'm working out. And it's like, because we're both there for a reason. So, yeah, I don't condone hitting on somebody while they're in the middle of a set. I mean, that's just...
Like I said, I've talked to people at the gym, but not like you said, not, they'll be on a machine working on
Hey,
it.
baby,
Like,
how's it going? You're pumping a lot of iron.
right.
Mind if I help
No.
you pump?
No.
I should come up with a video of like 20 of the worst come on lines at a gym.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That would be not safe for work.
That'd be funny.
Because I could do them. But yeah, not interested. Especially in my neighborhood. Yeah. What else? What do you got?
I'm trying to think of.
See this. There's like
What?
3 things here that just I rolled into one earlier. Well, give others room and personal space. We talked about that with the chick that was like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it almost seemed like she was walking purposely as close as she could to me. So I'm thinking she was trying to get my attention. I'm like, but the smell was just not good. It's a turnoff. Like, I'm sorry, but never mind.
Yeah, don't go there.
If I wanted raw fish, I'd put tuna in a baggie and let it sit in the fridge for a month and a half.
Been there, done that.
Yes, that's how I got the visual. But here's another one that I just talked about: is don't stare at others when they're working out.
Yeah.
That old guy that was there, staring at me. Yeah, it was. It's okay to glance at somebody. Like, you can throw an innocent glance.
Yeah.
And maybe a smile, maybe a wink. I don't know if I'd go wink, but like a smile.
No.
But that guy, he stared at me throughout an entire set.
It was the entire day. Like
God,
that entire
it was-
morning. It was kind
yeah.
of like he followed you around where he could see you. And
He
it
did,
wasn't,
yeah.
And like you said, it wasn't like, okay, so I do have a tendency, I have been known to stare at somebody without actually, like, I will focus on what I'm doing. So, sometimes like doing the chest press, I will stare at whatever happens to be in front of me, and if that happens to be another person, but I don't even process that it's that person that I'm like I'm like focusing in myself, you know. And I've done that, but the guy that like he was obviously like he would like look over his shoulder to be watching you, and like
yeah, he followed like when I went to the ab crunch machine. He followed me to the other side of the gym. Yeah, that I think was excessive.
yeah.
So not necessarily quite what I had in mind, but to the extreme. But yeah, I don't stare at anybody. Like I'll throw looks like that one chick there that reminds me of Anna.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are attractive.
Yeah.
Not very often. But I'll throw like innocent looks. I mean, I'm a guy. But when you sit there and eyeball somebody throughout their entire workout,
Yeah, it's
with
just
that,
creepy.
yeah, with that creepy drool look. God, I'm telling you, the look on his face, it was not. I can't say it was sexual arousal. I don't know what that was. That was, I'm telling
Maybe
you.
you reminded him of somebody that he wanted to murder.
That he ate? You reminded me of supper. I'm telling you, that guy was something else. But I'll never forget that face is burnt into my memory. If he wants to try,
Yeah, see, Neo says it took
I'm
me
no
a while
Huckleberry.
to go to the gym because I was worried about people looking at me. A friend of mine told me that people aren't going to pay attention to you. No,
No,
that's the
not
whole
generally.
thing.
No.
Most of the time. Meanwhile, he told me he saw me running on the treadmill. I mean,
No one's gonna see you. Oh, by the way, your form sucks.
you know, most, like Mike and I said, most people are there for a reason. They're there
Yeah.
to do their workout and get out. They're not there to go hang out at the gym or have chill time. Or I mean, sometimes people do. That's their kind of chill time. But at the same time,
Sit on a
they're
machine while scrolling through TikTok.
and they don't care about the other people that are there. You know,
Yeah.
you'll glance around. We're only humans. People will glance around at who else is there, but for the most part, it's not the purpose for going to the gym.
Yeah. Like there's times where there's a couple of women there that do the step machine and whatnots, and you know, when a perfect ass is in your face, it's kind of hard not to look. But I'm not sitting there sitting behind her and like throwing it up on TikTok or recording a video for later masturbatory material.
Right.
Take a glance and move on. Like when I'm at a machine, I'll actually close my eyes when I'm working out. I'll close my eyes and count my reps and listen to my music.
I mean, I do that a lot, but sometimes, like I said, Ashley used to make me do the chest press with her, and I cannot do a chest press to save my freaking life.
It's just a push up.
Again, we talked about. Ooh, did anybody else do their push-ups and squats this week?
Oh, we forgot, didn't we? I added steps. That was mine.
I did it 3 days this week. I remembered to do it 3 days.
Yeah.
I just now remembered.
Now the show's almost over. Oh, by the way.
I know. Just
Y'all
wondering
suck
if
with your
anybody else
meals.
remembered.
The silence is deafening.
Right?
I know I didn't do it, but then again, I was more focused on walking more and getting more steps in, which I did. I increased my steps by an average of 3,000 a day so far. So
Let's see. So Neil says, so after I went to the gym and 2 months after, an older guy walked up to me and told me that he noticed I lost weight. I thought he was flirting until a woman approached me and told me the same thing. Well, that's cool.
Well, yeah. See, that's where you got to be kind of careful with it as a guy, especially. It's like if you try to give a woman a compliment in a gym, it could be innocent as shit. She's going to take it the wrong way. She's going to think, like Neil said, like he was flirting with her. Or some women might jump to the extreme and feel like it's sexual harassment. So you got to be. That's one of the things I want to bring up is that keep your opinions to yourself unless asked. you got to be real careful because the society we live in today is
It's,
trigger
I
warning.
was gonna say, it's
Like, no, I was just saying you had good form. Sorry.
Neo says, I did the push-ups and squats 4 days this week. Awesome. Along with 30 minutes walking.
See, I think that's awesome too.
That's great. Yeah, I actually remembered to do it. I actually remembered to do it for 3 days. Which is pretty impressive because I'm a slacker.
Yeah, you are. I've been wanting her to come up with a list of topics for the show for like, what? This is week 31, technically, because I didn't number the last one that I did by myself.
Yeah.
30 weeks.
I've come up with a list.
Once. At the very beginning. Now we just wing it.
Yeah.
I hate just winging it.
Right?
But anyway, another thing about keeping your opinions to yourself is, like if you see somebody that's, you know, that they're doing something wrong, as long as they're not hurting themselves or other people, let them do their thing. No one, unless they ask you if they're doing it right, because you don't want to be that person who comes off as arrogant with it. Like, oh, here we go. Monday, I was doing my lower back extension. Well, the way the lower back extension sits in our Planet Fitness is that it faces the other one. And so I was on one, and there was this lady on another. And she was doing these, like, that much movement on them. I'm like, that is not working out dick. At that point, I don't even know why you're on the machine. But I kept that to myself. I'm going to let her do her thing. And then I actually did them right in front of her, like all the way down, do the whole full range of motion. She left shortly after that. So I think I inadvertently made her feel bad, or maybe made her feel stupid. Or maybe she was just done. I don't know. But, I'm not going to jump on and say that, hey, you're doing this wrong. You should do it this way, because you don't know. Maybe she doesn't have the full range of motion. She could have had back surgery and has a hard time moving at a certain rate. So you never know what someone's going through. So don't immediately jump on the whole, you're doing it wrong, this is how you do it crap, because
It's funny you say that.
if it was me, I'd tell them all to eat a dick.
It's funny you say that because it's a whole different view of guys versus girls.
Is it?
Because I could have been like, hey, to another girl, been like, hey, do you know how, like, casually been like, hey, do you know how to use this machine correctly? Like, not offensively, been like, oh, I was getting ready to use it. And another girl coming up to me like, hey, maybe that's not how, or anything like that is typically less offensive. Whereas you being a guy at the gym would have been...
I'm mansplaining.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole time I was like kind of giggling to myself.
Nothing to do with mansplaining. It's called fact-splaining. You're doing it wrong.
But that's not how people view us stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Chris says, I only did a workout once this week, but I did hit my calorie goal 3 days in a row. That's awesome. And lost 5 pounds until last night when I binged and gained all 5 pounds back in one day. But it'll come right back off in a couple more days if I eat good again. But yeah, I intend to work out more this week.
Yeah. Like I said last night, though, I don't think Chris was at the show last night, but one of the things for Find Your Calm for our sanctuary was write down your intentions every day. And like I said, though, intentions are one thing, but you have to put the action behind them. Like, you can totally intend to win the Powerball, doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, if you intend to work out, just make sure you work out. I hate it when a stranger will give unsolicited advice at the gym. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whether it's about exercise, form, diet, whatever, unless they seem stuck and are looking around for help, I say leave them alone. Exactly.
Yeah, I typically do too.
I didn't say a word to that woman. I didn't even really throw her much of a look. I just saw that she was just doing this slight range of motion. I'm like, whatever. And so I did mine. And I'm throwing back 170 pounds. So...
Yeah.
And it's all good. Unless someone is obviously about to hurt themselves or break a bone or they are being a danger to the people around them, like if they're swinging around a dumbbell like it's some kind of nunchuck, then yeah, step in and stop it before someone gets a head cracked open. But if they're just working out and they're doing their own thing, as long
Like
as
I
they're not,
said, I
as long
typically
as they're not sitting there with a fucking phone and playing around on TikTok while trying to do whatever,
I
hate
typically
phones.
just stick to myself when I actually do go to the gym.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, my headset, I come, as soon as I park the car, I put my headset on, turn on my music, and it's on from the moment I walk out of the car until the moment I get back in the car. So for
Yeah.
like an hour straight. So, in fact, I don't think I've said more than 2 words to anybody at the gym. It was the reception dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he said hi. As I
Probably.
walked in. It's like, I don't want to talk to you either. I just want to get on that machine before somebody else does.
Right?
You're taking time away from me, damn it. Yeah, that's cool. I think we covered everything.
I think so.
I can't think of anything else that sets me off.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
See, I've gone through my list here, and we've talked about everything that's on my list.
Is there anything else that anybody can think of that are rude ass shit to not do at the gym?
Yeah, don't stare at people like you're going to eat them. I'm telling you, that is burned into memory. That would be crazy shit. Is like tomorrow if he's there at my gym down here,
That'd be weird.
I'd move. Find a different Planet Fitness. I don't care if I have to drive on the other side of Denver. 30-minute drive for a workout. What are your workout goals for this week, guys?
Oh, okay.
My workout goals. You want to go first?
No, go ahead, because I gotta think about what I'm doing this week.
You're starting that new diet June 1st because...
No, I'm actually starting on Monday, which is the 20... or the 30th.
Commit. Why don't you just fucking start today and call it good?
I told you, because I was doing it with other
You were
people.
supposed to do it. Yeah, you were supposed to do it 2 weeks ago. Then it was last week. Then it was June 1st because that would be a Monday starting off the month. And now it's next week?
Michael, June 1st is Wednesday. We're starting on the 30th, which is the Monday.
Which is why I was wondering why the hell you were starting on June 1st, but you didn't listen to that part of it, did you?
No. We're starting on the Monday before June 1st, because that's what everybody had decided.
Anyway,
I
don't know why you just don't start today.
Because I'm going to go eat mac and cheese tomorrow.
Because I want a week full of junk.
No, because I've had plans to go eat mac and cheese since last week, but we had to reschedule.
You know what? I would say fuck it and just go down to spend the last of my money on junk food too. But you know what? I want to look amazing for my birthday, and that's not going to happen if I keep postponing it. So, I am not going to postpone it. My goal is to keep doing with what I've been doing starting Sunday, which is working to get my calories back in the green. I haven't quite hit it yet, but it's back down way lower than it used to be. So, I would like to try to get the carbs below 200 grams every day. But I don't know if I could do that with the pastas that I have, because I have a freezer full of pasta that's portioned out.
Yeah.
Pastas are usually heavier in carbs, but as long as I keep up with my workouts, like I like my gym routine. So,
So the other thing, I'm not sure. I got to figure out how to finish out, like how to do this week. But starting
with macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, hell, I'm going to a mac and cheese restaurant. It's called, like, I Love Mac and Cheese. That is what Alyssa wanted to do for her birthday, but Nathan got COVID, so we weren't able to go. We had to reschedule for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't lose weight, Sam.
I'm perfectly aware of why I am fat. I have never once been like, man, I don't understand why I'm so fat. No, I'm
Nothing's
perfectly
working.
aware. I do not say nothing's working. I do not say I don't know why I'm fat. I fully know. why I am this way. I
See, a lot
am
of people
not one
think
of
that
those
I'm.
people
I
that
bet
is
there's
like,
probably I
good.
bet there's a lot of people out there that probably think that I am so rude to you. But you
Oh,
asked for this
I
last
know.
year.
I know. I don't. It doesn't.
I will ride your ass, and I will keep riding it. But
I
Sam doesn't care, so it's kind of moot.
I do
Now I
too
just
care,
do it
but
out of
I was
fun.
gonna say I just do it out of fun. The other thing, so again, I'm not sure. I got to think of something for the rest of this week. But the girls are coming down. No, the girls are coming down, and Annika is starting. We're doing the whole summer plan.
Is she doing that 21 thing with you?
No, I didn't get the thing to do that with me, but she'll probably eat what I'm eating, which is pretty good. And then
Yeah.
we're just gonna transition right into keto. So I really have to put forth the effort with her.
So this is a 21-day thing, right?
Yes.
So after the 21 days, you're going back to keto?
I'm just transitioning straight into keto from that.
Yeah. That would be an interesting article, perhaps a video. So
Yeah.
if someone would plan that shit out for me, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
I love it. I have all these people. Oh, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll do this for you. And then I'm like, okay. So I sign it and nothing gets done.
I just need to work on my time management, which is something I've been actually trying to work on because I've been more aware recently of my time management.
So
Super
say we all.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine too.
Super sucks.
That was, I'm telling you, when I spent the 3 days on self-reflection, I was going over it, and it wasn't a pity party. It was an actual objective view as to why I can't get certain things done.
Yeah.
And I worked out a ton of shit that was holding me back.
That's
and
good.
I've been rocking it ever since.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm telling you, it was awesome.
I, for this week, am going to continue with the no soda. The no, my plans for this week do make things a little more difficult food-wise because I am going to Texas just for ice cream. Like,
That would almost be as bad as me going to Ogden just for fires.
well, we're going to go see Donovan, but remember we're going to Orange Leaf because we're out of Orange Leaf spoons.
Okay.
That's
So it's not just for ice cream. You're going there to see your son.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Well, that's why we decided to go to Houston instead of somewhere else that there's an Orange Leaf. Is because there's an Orange Leaf and Donovan. So, and we have Kyra's graduation party on Sunday.
Okay.
Did you not know about that?
Yeah. Ish.
Okay, we have Kyra's graduation party on Sunday. So, I mean, there's a few things going on that make certain goals for this week a little more difficult than others. So, I think I am going to stick with the no soda. And I would like to increase my water intake because I had 0 for the last 2 days. For the last 2
Yeah.
days. Until today.
Hold on, I'm feeding something through Translate. I don't know what.
A German?
Well, that isn't. It says it's in. Yeah, it says it's in Dutch, but it's not translating it.
Oh.
Something about fat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any idea what that is. I don't know. Sorry, but I don't speak Dutch.
Is it Dutch?
According to Google. I don't speak Klingon. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Else the night hammer. I don't know what that is. And then either fat or thick. So I don't know what language it was. I don't either. Sorry, Elzone kind. That's something I don't get. Here's another pet peeve of mine. Let's go to a obviously English speaking channel during a
Right.
video where they're speaking English and so whip out some third world, or not third world, some foreign
Michael.
language. Whip out some foreign language at me. I corrected myself. Can we call Russia a third world country now? They're getting decimated. Anyway, that is for a different channel.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that though. Like sometimes if it's in Spanish, there's been a couple of languages I was able to detect on my own and was able to translate, and there was actually people offering like decent comments.
Yeah.
But that one I have no idea what it was.
I know. We just tried to run it in. Google says that it is Dutch, but when you translate it in Dutch, it says Els the night ham walstraw fat.
Yeah. So that's probably a failure on Google's part. Google's like, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Google's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Good luck. Here, I'll give you a night and fat. The rest of it's on you, man. So was he calling me the Dark Knight of being fat? Like Batman?
Batman. Okay, guys, it's noon. I gotta find food and get ready for work.
Have a symbol behind me. Get Batman's theme playing. Like the original Batman from the 80s.
Yeah.
Michael
It's not the original.
I know. The Michael Keaton Batman.
There you go.
It's original for me.
You're a dork. Okay, so I'm gonna work on water intake. I'm gonna try to get at least 80 ounces a day and have no soda. Is my goal for this week.
Cool. I am going to work on getting my calories completely in the green, because if I did that and kept the carbs low, I bet I'll probably drop about a pound a day.
I believe that's exactly what you said you were gonna do last week.
Yep.
Verbatim.
Almost verbatim. Yeah, okay, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to do it probably.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah, can I
judge
do it
because
for-
I did the same goal for like 4 weeks and still couldn't accomplish it. So
You want to see who lost how much weight in the past 2 days? Huh? Yeah, it didn't
I haven't
think
stepped
so.
on the scale. I'm scared of it. I'm terrified of scale. It's not my friend anymore.
How do these people know that I'm friends with somebody else? Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat Connect with anything, but they keep sending me people I haven't seen in Ogden for like years. So-and-so's on Snapchat. How the fuck do you even know that I know that person?
Right? A little creepy.
We don't even know the same people. I was doing something. Oh, looking at my calories.
Yeah.
I might be able to keep it green today. It'll be kind of close.
As long as we don't go Taco Bell after the stream.
I could do Taco Bell as long as I
So we
jump
did
in front of
last
the
week.
Xbox.
Freaking
And I didn't jump in
Chris
front of the
was
Xbox.
Chris was at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
And then
He's probably at Taco Bell now.
we were done, and Mike's like, I like
Well,
Taco
Taco
Bell. So we went to Taco Bell.
Yeah, 1,220 calories for that one meal. I even wrote an article
I
about
know
it.
you did.
But if I get in front of the Xbox, I can afford Taco Bell. The problem is I didn't get in front of the Xbox that day.
Was it because there's a chair sitting in your living room?
Probably. There's been junk in my living room for about a month.
And actually, the chair wasn't in your living room last Wednesday. I didn't get it
Yeah,
set
it
up
was.
till Thursday. I didn't
No,
get it
the
set up
box
till
was.
Thursday.
The
The box
box
was out of the
was.
way.
No,
Yes, it was.
no.
It was over next to the other coleus where the Christmas tree goes. It was out of the way.
Something else was in the way.
Bullshit. You just had a bullshit excuse.
No, there was
Yes.
something in the way.
There
I
was
just can't remember what
not.
it was.
Your
There's been a
damn
chair in
self.
my way.
Your damn
There's been a
self was in
chair
the
in my
way.
way. There's been a chair in my way since Friday.
Yes.
That I
True.
know there has been.
Yes,
So
that was true.
there's still a fucking
But
chair
look,
out there.
I'm sitting in the new one.
And where's the old one? Yeah.
In front of the TV. I didn't know what to do with it. I don't know where to
I
put
don't
it.
either. You know, if I had a decent drill, I'd probably fix the back of it and give it to Ty.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty broken.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Anyway, so mine is going to be, I don't know,
Keeping in the green, you dork.
keep it in the green.
Oh my
Was
goodness.
was air in the way? Yes, there was a lot of air in the way. It was
Yeah.
a foul-smelling stench.
His own self was in the way. He got in his own damn way.
I think I wrote an article about that too.
Probably.
For Rise Sanctuary. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot for keep the college green. Like I said, I lost 1.5 pounds in 2 days, so I'm fairly confident that I can drop some more. But I'm not gonna restart the 12 weeks again because I do want to see what I can do in 2 months before my birthday. So, and oh, I got a plan for my birthday too. This is my present to
Okay.
myself. If I can drop to 200 pounds by my birthday, I'm gonna have a peanut butter birthday.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a peanut butter chocolate cake. I'm gonna get me a big tub of peanut butter from Costco, and what else? I had this big plan of all the different things I was gonna have. Reese's ice cream. That's what it was. Breyer's chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
Okay.
That's all I'm eating for the next 3 days after that.
Okay.
Give myself the shits.
Sounds like.
On the upside, that just means that it won't have time to collect onto my ass because it'll come right out of my ass.
You're a dork.
So that's my goal for my birthday. That's how I'm gonna spend it.
Okay.
On the toilet.
Yep. Oh, have a good week, guys.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Let me close that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next week Sam will have something set up.
Yeah.
The look, she's like, yeah, of course I will.
Uh-huh. I sure will.
Oh, you're so full of shit. That should be her health and fitness goal, huh? A fucking list of things we need to talk about. All right, anyway. Have a good day.
week,
Have a great week. Let's rock it. I'm gonna lose some weight.
Me too. Probably not. I mean, my goals include mac and cheese and ice cream this week, so probably
So
not.
say we hell. I should go